Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher Realms. Today we're looking at single target arena and the team that I am using to push the high-end arena. This team involves Xena, Sun WuKong, Salazar, Torodor, and Elowyn. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so taking a look at the team, you can see there's quite the synergy going on here. The reason I'm not using Cyrene, Valderon is just too fast in single target arena. If you want to beat Valderon, you're gonna have to drop the Cyrene idea. And this is the team to do it. I'm gonna explain this the best I can. Xena is gonna be the first one to go on the field. She does incredible damage. Alright, she has the ability just go out on the field and automatically go into her ultimate, and it activates when deployed, increases attack by 30% and crit damage by 80%. Each attack deals 150% damage to up to 5 enemies in range. We're only going to be hitting one all the time, but it doesn't really matter. The fewer targets hit, the higher the damage dealt, up to 300%. So you're going to get an extra boost of damage by not attacking multiple targets. This skill can only be triggered one time per deployment. After the effect duration ends, reduces attack range to 1 tile ahead. Now on her basic, deals 105% damage to one enemy, that's fine. Callous Flames, when attacking targets inflicted with burning, deals an extra true damage equal to 30% of the hero's attack one time. The more stacks of burning the target is inflicted with, the higher the damage dealt, up to 60%. And then Infernal Passion permanently increases the hero's damage by 11% with each deployment up to 44%. And I don't have these all skilled out as you can see, but Infernal Passion is going to be offering that 11% damage boost because we're only going to put her down once. Now on her talent, when deployed, increases the hero's attack by 20% and all damage reduction by 30% for 30 seconds. Attacks also inflict burning on hit targets. Reduces the cost of the hero's first deployment by 6, so she's a nice low cost of 11. You can put her down right on the field immediately and win those first 2 rounds against Valderon. She continues to put that burning up, which is going to give her the extra damage from Callous Flames. Now she is awakened to level 1 on my account. She does a great job without the awakening. This is just going to increase her damage when you first place her down until her ultimate is over with. The more awakenings you have though, the better she's going to get. Artifact, we're going to go with a Wailing Skull. This is really important. She's going to summon that skull and he's going to do a ton of damage. Even more than her after her ultimate is over with. Now gearing, Infernal Roar. This is going to be the best set that you can go with Warlord. You want to get her attack as high as possible. Rage Regen obviously doesn't matter because she only ult once. And you want to try to get HP percentage out of her. But this one here is attack speed, crit rate, crit damage, and flight attack. Just to try to boost your attack some more. I would prefer these be HP percentage, but it is what it is. Here's one with HP percentage, trying to get her HP a little higher. And then on the left side, we're going crit rate, crit damage, attack bonus with HP percentage. And then crit rate, crit damage, attack bonus with HP percentage. Total stats, we're coming in with 52.9k HP, 26.4k attack. Attack is definitely more important than crit damage. Alright, but that's enough of Xena. She's only part of the masterpiece here. Now going on to Eloen. Eloen just needs to be able to heal pretty well, and you want to put her in an invigoration set. She's going to apply invigoration to somebody on the field, and we have her at 19.8k attack, 1.5 second attack interval, and 85% rage regen, and healing effect is at 114. Most of these stats aren't really necessary. You just want to have her nice and fast, enough attack, and a little bit of healing effect to keep her healing her allies. Now on the artifact, we're going to go with a Golden Scarab. You could go with Euphoric Orb, but I want to try to keep that RNG out of there to help the consistency of the arena, especially the auto fights. It's bad enough trying to use the auto battles in single target arena, let alone adding some more RNG to the mix. Alright, Salazar. Salazar is pretty special here. You can see he has a really nice guitar, and that's the big secret to how he takes down single target arena. I'm only joking. Now, Salazar has a very nice ultimate. It comes back really quickly. He puts out bleeds and he automatically has crit hits on his ult when he uses it. So you can build him a little weird. For most of his kit, the most important part really is to be putting out those bleeds, and he just does a considerable amount of damage. For the gear though, we're going to go with Infernal Roar again, and we're going to go for attack bonus as high as we can get it with a rage regen as a 4th substat. So you want to get that rage nice and high. Now if you go over to the Warlord side, these pieces are a little bit weird. This is the best one I could find. I have one here with Unrivaled Power with really high attack percentage, crit rate, and rage regen. So there's no crit damage, there's no attack speed here. I wish this healing effect would be attack speed. That would be insane, but it's not. Now on the breastplate, we want attack speed, crit damage, attack bonus, and rage regen. This is kind of an interesting piece. It does increase his attack speed a little bit, helps him get back to his ultimate a little faster, and it's going to inevitably do a lot more damage. Like I said, we're not really too worried about the crit rate being really high, simply because during his ultimate, which is the most important part, he's going to automatically have crit hits. On the artifact, we're going for his exclusive artifact, Bloodblade, and that is because mostly of the 1.5% rage regen. If you don't have this, go ahead and go with the Scarlet Hunt, but don't be surprised if he doesn't come back to his ultimate as fast as you would like him to. It does really help. Now, Sun WuKong, Man of the Hour. This guy is awakened level 5. He is insane. A lot of people have him awakened level 5. They used a lot of their soul stones on him, and if you don't have him A5, his damage is going to be a little lower, and you probably won't cut it up in the Overlord and Apex arena kind of levels. Just a fair warning. The main reason that he does such a good job is not only because of his clones. The clones are excellent help, but it's really how his ultimate works. Especially at A5, he takes his splitting hairs. Instead of doing 18 times the damage, he's gonna up that up to 36 hits. Okay, it's a lot of hits, it's a lot of damage. We're talking 100% damage 36 times to one enemy. There's typically no way, if you build this guy right, that anybody's gonna survive this, any single target anyways. Now onto the gear. Again, this is going to be Infernal Roar. This is not a necessity. You could go with Soul Arcana. It really depends on how you end up playing him. So I went with Infernal Roar just to make sure that his basic attacks are doing enough damage to the enemies that I don't have to really worry about using anybody else's ults to take them down, okay? Now you're still going to focus on pure attack percentage as your main stats with attack speed, crit rate, and crit damage. If you can get some flat attack on there, that's great. On the left side, you can see I have a crazy Uridin piece on here. I'm running Wicked Vengeance, attack speed, crit rate, crit damage, attack bonus. And the reason I'm doing this is because you can get all 4 substats. I like these pieces, and then I have a crit rate, crit damage, attack bonus, and flat attack. Very, very powerful. Wicked Vengeance is surely coming around. Remember that you can use any exclusive hero's weapon or breastplate on the left side if you have a nice roll on it. Okay. Total stats are coming at 36.5k HP, 26.75k attack. It's insane. 1.5 second attack interval, 100 crit rate, and 345% crit damage. Now you can see I don't have any rage regen on him. He does a pretty good job getting his own rage back. It's definitely usually in time, especially the way I like to use him. On his artifact, we're definitely going with his Golden Cudgel. That's his exclusive artifact. This is because when summoning Sage's Clone, this is going to be the best in slot for him. This is because when summoning Sage's Clone, additionally restores 6% rage and a little increase in damage. If you don't have this artifact for some reason, even though we just had the event, go ahead and run a Scarlet Hunt because Salazar is going to be putting up those bleeds and that should help him out pretty good. Torodor. Torodor is the Lord. His Lord bonus is going to increase their attack percentage by an incredible amount. We're looking at 20% attack speed total, and faction team members' basic attack has a 30% chance of inflicting an extra hit. So when they're doing their attacks, they can do it again. And he's also going to be bringing in this defense reduction. And the other reason that we're going to be bringing him in here is going to be the fact that he's going to be our morale hero, okay? So he's just going to be coming in there with some rage regen and putting up the decreased defense. He's going to be offering that Lord bonus, and he's going to be bringing morale, which is going to give everybody on the field a 4% bonus damage, which is all we really need. You don't really need this if your heroes are built strong enough, but take what you can get. What is the main benefit of this team? Each one of our main damage dealers here are going to be attacking the portal almost directly. We're going to win the first 2 rounds with Xena, And then we're going to be finishing off the other rounds with Salazar and Sun WuKong. But the other big benefit is that high BP. When you bring Cyrene, you typically lose a lot of BP. Upping the BP and setting your teams to be able to do this damage is going to make it hard for Praetus teams to be taking out those targets fast enough. It's going to make it hard for Valderon teams unless they're built really, really strong. I'm not going to tell you that this is the best team in the arena, but I will say it is definitely one of the top competitors, and if you run it manually, you will typically beat them out. But there's two different ways that you have to do it. All right, so I'm going to give you the kind of example run of how I do this in the defense setup here, and explain kind of how this works. All right, so we have it on 1x. As soon as we can, we're going to put down Xena right here facing up, and these guys are just gonna just disappear. Xena is insane. 360. Look at, he's gone. He's insane. I love Xena. I'm starting to really like her. I think I'm going to skill her up all the way, man. I think I'm going to look at that. Next round is gone. It is so fast, and the nice low cost is just an added bonus. And we're just waiting, letting Xena do her thing. It is important too to try to get that ultimate built up the best you can. But keep in mind that you're probably going to lose the third or fourth round by a little bit. It really depends on who you're going against. But typically with that Xena start, it's hard for them to stay up above 50 to 60%. Sometimes Valderon teams can hold off pretty well. We're just going to hang out here for a moment. Remember, the first 2 rounds are 1 enemy. The second 2 rounds are 2. So we're going to keep that in mind when we're going forward here. We want to take this guy out as soon as possible. And then I'm going to hit auto as soon as he's gone. And Sun WuKong should finish him off. Just like that. Nice and speedy. Next one that's going to go on the field is going to be Salazar. But it's going to be a little bit of a difficulty getting him out because he has to take this position right here. And Sun WuKong and Xena are going to be placing down summons in this area. We got the Wailing Skull that can land there. We have the Sun WuKong clones that can land there. So you're just going to have to time this the best you can. And remember, this is just one way of doing things. We're going to hold off on the ultimate here. And hit it now. And now I can see I have a space for Salazar, so I can stick him in there quick. Perfect. So that's why I think the fourth, one of the rounds you're going to have a struggle with because it's just you can't get the rage back fast enough and take him down quick enough. Alright, so now we're on the 6 rounds. We're at 3 enemies. That's the first one's gone. Here comes the second one. They should be able to take him out fast enough so we can use our auto. Then click our auto. Alright. Now the idea is to get ahead so far in that first couple rounds that the last rounds you could lose one by a margin. It's such a small time typically that they can't get caught up to you. That's the idea. You're not going to just blow somebody out of the proportion here. A second enemy is coming out now. We'll go ahead and put down Torodor, get that decreased defense going. That'll help these guys really mop up the floor here with these smaller enemies or these less important ones coming in. I believe this is the fourth one, or third one. Yep, here we go, auto. There we go. Should mop the floor with them, there you go. Just like that. Be careful using your auto, setting your defenses, because your heroes can kind of do some wonky things. I'm not a big fan of using the auto on defenses. You're going to have to try to click them both to set your defense. So first enemy's down, here comes the second. They're doing a pretty decent job clearing her out here. Third. Let this guy drop, get a little closer. As soon as he's gone, you can click that auto button and they should clear the field. There you go. Perfect. And that's how you run the team against Valderon. And there's different ways you can do this. If you want to run it against a Praetus team, you can pop your Salazar up there first and then go to your Sun WuKong. And that's kind of the way I would suggest that you set your defenses. And I'll show you that right now. We're going to go Xena, Salazar, Eloen, and then Sun WuKong. There's only so much that you can really do to beat the teams, and as you set your defenses, I think no matter what your defenses are, you're going to be able to be beaten by somebody. There's going to be a team out there that is going to beat you. There's not really much you can do about it. Second wave's gone. Xena just clearing it. Go Xena, go Xena. I love the Xena. Ever since I started messing around with this, at least. Now here's a little bit of a problem child. We're going to have to wait, and she just summoned that Wailing Skull right there, which is really not ideal. Let's go ahead and see if she can just take him down. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Alright, here comes Salazar. They should be able to clear it up in a moment here. Alright. Now the next one we have to get down is going to be Eloen. You have to try to keep Xena going. Even if that means... well... alright, we survived. We survived. Alright, so here, as soon as this first enemy goes down, we're going to go ahead and activate Salazar. Get some damage out, and try to get caught up. It's a very strong team. You can choose whichever one you want to do, but I like to do it this way as far as my defenses go, because hitting that auto button really does mess things up. Alright, so now we're just trying to chilling and surviving. And then we're gonna go with WuKong. WuKong's out on the field, everything is fine now. 1, 2, 3. No sweat. 1, 2. Take him down. Take him down. Gotta take him down quicker than that. 3. There you go. Next wave is down. It's not as solid as the other way of doing it, but I think it's a little more consistent. I tried to set the defenses the other way a few times, and every single time I do it, Salazar is doing something weird. Sun WuKong is doing something weird. Yeah, this is just the way I like to do it. And 2. 3. There you go. Number 4. Activate all the ults manually. Remember, this is for setting your defenses. This is not for attacking people. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And that's the way you set it up that way. So you can experiment with the other one, try to see if you can get the auto battles to go. But for me, I like to go with that one. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack some Valderon teams, because I've been playing around with this for a while, and I've gotten up to Overlord at 2145. We have a Praetus team here, and then we have a Valderon team here. Now, these aren't the strongest ones, but we can definitely showcase here. And who knows, you might lose every once in a while. I can definitely lose as well. There's a very strong team, but you never know. Alright, so we're definitely going with Xena right away. And you'll see, even though Valderon comes out on a team, we should take the first waves here. You don't get as strong as a lead at this point, but you know, it is what it is. There goes the Valderon. Nice a little lead. We got 82%, 80. It's great. Alright, here it comes. The next enemy. And Xena beat him out. Took Valderon so long to beat that last group that we're sitting here out of her ultimate already. Yeah, that's why that ultimate, increasing the duration of her ultimate, is so valuable. So now we're on 2 enemies. Okay, come on. Take him down, take him down. And the next one. Got him. You need to win every round that you can. Is very important. Eloen is next. I think Sun WuKong took the increased attack. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. So 1. And this is the one that could be a little bit of a struggle. This is the next one. We'll just hit Sun WuKong whenever we can. Try to save ourselves as much as possible. Now the goal is to get Salazar out on the field. Hopefully no clones pop up in that spot. Come on. There we go. We got it. 1. 2. 3. We're going to use auto because you're manually running the fight. Got it? Make sure you turn auto off. 1. 2. Get auto on. 3. Oops. Just trying to get Torodor on at the same time. Remember, you don't have to win the other rounds, you just need to survive. And cut it close, cut it close. 1. 2. 3. 4. Lost the round. 68.5%. He's not gonna catch us so much. 1. 2. 3. 4. He won that one again. We're at 68.5. We took it out. We're not going to lose any more of our health bar there. 68.5% versus 56.4. In the end game arena, you can't expect to completely wipe their health bar down. What's going to end up happening is you're going to go back and forth with your health bars, okay? That is typically how things are going to work. Next fight, we'll check out our Praetus team. You can see the stats here quick. We have Xena at 9.296 million damage. Sun WuKong coming in at 34. Then we have Salazar here at 6.8. Don't underestimate any of these guys. Each one of their roles is very important. Let's go check out that Praetus team. I kind of want to see if this same team, or this same way of running it, can beat the Praetus teams. Here's one with Jira. It'd be pretty strong. Let's check it out. 486.9k BP. Alright. Same thing as before. We're gonna go ahead and place our Xena down. Now the Praetus teams really suffer in the early spots here. Without a doubt. He's going with Jira. Down to 80. 78, 76, 74. See, it hurts. It hurts. Second wave could be a little interesting. Go with Sun WuKong next. We got it. Drop him down some more. Down to 56%. Not healthy. We got 2 enemies coming this round. First one's done. I'm going to put Sun WuKong on auto. We're going to get down Eloen. There you go. Alright, so this is the 4th round. See, I can get these autos off. 1, 2. This is the one we're gonna lose. But we need to get Sun WuKong going as soon as possible. Wipe this guy out. And we need to get Salazar out in the field. So now we have 3 enemies coming down. 1, 2. Then we can auto. There you go. Took that round. Other one, we got 1. 2. Torodor out. And auto. Now it's okay if you lose a round. We're pretty far ahead. And now we're in 7, so we have 4 enemies coming. You can all just let it go until we get to the 4th one. That's the 1st, 2nd. Comes a 3rd. And we'll auto. Okay, we lost. Comes the next group. 1, 2, 3. Auto. Make sure you don't hit auto until that last enemy before is completely out of there. And again, the same thing. We won by a technicality of 71.9% versus 46.4%. And this is the good way this is going to kind of play out for the most part. Alright guys, I think that's all I had to really explain. I'm going to try to climb real high on this week. I want to see how far I can get, see if I can get into the Apex. But I'm definitely going to have to do it manually. Expect that. Expect that quite a bit when you start getting into the later Overlord and Apex stages where you're just hitting auto isn't going to fly. You're going to have to go in there and do this manually. It's not quite as simple as that. But anyways guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to join the Discord if you need any help with anything. We have hero guides, stage guides, price guides, exclusive artifact guides, exclusive gear guides, you name it, it's all in there. We even have takeovers. If you'd like any of those, just let me know. But anyways guys, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.